This is your government video for the First Amendment's Free Exercise Clause. So the First Amendment has a lot of rights. We just talked about the Establishment Clause. Free exercise is the second clause about religion in the First Amendment. You have the right to exercise whatever religion you want to be a part of. So the government cannot prohibit you or abridge your freedom of worship. Now, this, of course, is a relative right. So remember, the courts have to balance your rights and beliefs with your actions. So you can believe whatever you want. You just don't have the right to always act on those beliefs should they harm somebody or yourself, they threaten to harm somebody, or have potential to be harmful. So there is always this belief versus action contradiction when it comes to exercising whatever beliefs you have that are of your religion. We talked about Wisconsin versus Yoder, which is the case of the Amish family who wanted to homeschool. The Supreme Court has said that religious groups do have to continue to educate students until the legal age, which currently in Arizona it's age 16. But there can be religious exemptions for people who want to educate their children at home as opposed to in a public school setting. Of course, today homeschooling is very popular, not just for religious families, but other families as well. Here are some other free exercise decisions. So these are things that can be restricted by the government. The government bans polygamy. Polygamy is when you marry more than one person. So polygamy was banned in the United States in the late 1800s. There had been fundamentalist sects of different religions who encouraged marriage typically with one husband and many wives. This was banned and has been banned. You today can only be legally married to one person. Christian scientists do not believe in a lot of Western medicine, so they do not believe in vaccination. And we also know that public schools have vaccination requirements before children can enter public schools or universities. And the Supreme Court says that if a student, due to their religious belief, is not vaccinated, then the school does have the right to not allow that student to come in and be part of that campus in order to protect the health of everybody. The Amish also, they live in communion with one another and they live without a lot of technology. And so the Amish do not believe in taking Social Security benefits or Medicare benefits when they retire or get older. And so they also decided that they didn't really want to pay Social Security taxes. The Supreme Court obviously disagreed with this. So the Amish have Social Security and Medicare taxes taken out of their paychecks when they sell goods and services, but it is against their religion to draw on those benefits later in life. Religious headwear is also banned when you're a member of active duty military in the United States. So this includes any type of military or any type of religious headwear, yarmulkes. A lot of Sikh men wear turbans, women who wear hijabs or veils. And the Supreme Court and the military have upheld that right, that you cannot be an active duty member of combat military and not be in proper uniform. So the military requires that everybody have the same haircut and uniform. The military takes dispensations for people who want to go into the military, but it has to be a non-combat role. There's been a Sikh movement in the last maybe 10 or 15 years, and they've gotten a lot of dispensations for, let's say, people who want to be Army Corps of Engineers or they want to be JAG lawyers. The Sikhs are getting very close to getting the U.S. military to allow Sikh men who choose to wear turbans to be part of active duty military, but that has not happened yet. Some things that are allowed. So Jehovah's Witnesses do not believe in idolatry. So they want their only idol to be Jesus Christ. So they do not believe in putting their hand over their heart and swearing to, or saluting the flag. And of course, there's public schools, which often say that, the Pledge of Allegiance as an example. You cannot require a student or a Jehovah's Witness to pledge to the flag. In New Hampshire, their state motto is live free or die, and they have this printed on their license plates. But there are a lot of Christian right to life groups who do not like to advocate death or dying. and they have gained the right legally. You can duct tape over the word die on your license plate. Otherwise, making alterations to your license plate would be illegal. Santeria is a kind of small tribal religion that came from Africa, and some of them use small animals in sacrifice. And as long as it is part of a legitimate religious rite, then you can use small animals such as chickens or small cats for sacrifice.